Now talk about like we were talking about in terms of your theory, where this is going.
I think that we're going to have, and I hate invoking this name, I feel like we're going to have an Avengers-style team up where we see the three main characters from Predator Killer of Killers, the pilot, samurai, ninja, the Ronin, and the Viking team up with the Native American girl who was killing it. And I think that they're going to form an alliance and Deck is going to join them and it's going to be them against the kingdom of the Yautja.
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger and Donnie Glover are coming back too.
I don't think Danny Glover is functional enough to do that. He's old.
He's not? Well, yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger's old.
Yeah, but he's old in Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's a difference.
Let's see. Danny Glover is he don't have to do much. He can be the man in the chair.
Danny Glover, let me
He's 79.
yeah, let me tell you something about Danny Glover. He was like 30 in them Lethal Weapon movies. And he looked 45. And he was saying too old for shit in those movies when he was 30.
Speaking of that, Zach just said it. Too old for this
Right.
shit.
He was saying that when he was 30. He's 79. He's not coming back for the Predators. But yeah. So I don't think Danny Glover's coming back. I think Arnold might come back.
I believe we're gonna get a crossover situation where we get the characters from each of these movies teaming up, and as they're trying to escape, I think the aliens will show up. And that's where a new AVP will come, and then they're gonna be in the midst of that craziness.
Yeah.
I think something like that could happen. It could be more complicated than that, but I think that's a general thing that's going to happen.
We're right at the right time to include the Alien Earth cast, but we're too far into the future to deal with the Alien Romulus cast. Because unless we're talking about dealing with not David, the robot who was in,
because he can live forever.
Because he can live forever.
Dan Trachtenberg said that this movie within the Alien Predator timeline is the furthest in the future.
Okay.
So this is way after Romulus. This is way after Alien Earth, because Alien Earth is in the past. So that none of that's coming back. I guess maybe any of the synths in that movie maybe could come back.
Correct.
Or that show. I haven't watched Alien Earth, so I don't really know what happens to anybody. Yeah. But maybe too much crossover from the older characters. It's going to be mostly new. Unless they got frozen. Like
they got frozen.
Right. And Arnold and
the best thing that they've done to lead us to this is not tell us that they're doing that, right? I think a lot of franchises want to get that Avengers kind of like vibe or hype without giving us a reason to have that hype, right? So they've been building this since Prey, one at a time, and each one has been as good as the last, if not better. And now we're in a situation where anything that they say that they're coming up with next, I'm excited for, right? So,
and that's what the MCU did. When they made Iron Man, they didn't tell us that it was the MCU.
Exactly, right?
We got an Iron Man movie. It was great. And at the end, Nick Fury shows up and we're like,
yeah. So, I think we're in a really good spot with the Alien and Predator franchises kind of fusing. I think one of the more interesting things about this is we talk a lot about how with the Paramount potential merger with or purchase of Warner Brothers and things of that nature, one of the things I'm most concerned about is because you have, let's count the waves, Star Trek, DC, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Paramount also has Mission Impossible, which, is done now, but it's a bankable franchise, right? You have all the
they have Top Gun. That's becoming the franchise now.
Right. You have all these major franchise with proven track records coming together under the same umbrella. If they do it, which I really hope that they don't, I think what's really cool and interesting and should be celebrated is the fact that Disney was like, yo, let's take these Fox franchises and let's use them. We can do our Star Wars and our Marvel and stuff like that, but Alien Predator is just sitting right here on the table and we own it. Let's put it out.
And honestly, they're doing a better job with the Fox stuff than they are doing with the rest of their stuff.
So true. And you know why? Because it's under seemingly one vision. They have a clear direction. They're at the point where I'm pretty sure David Trenchberg has, in no pun intended, endgame in mind, right? There's probably this concludes the Deck series.
His plan is to do an AVP with the guy who did Alien Romulus for them to co-direct one.
Oh, yeah. Fede Alvarez?
Fede Alvarez. Yeah, because he's not directing Romulus 2. Someone else is directing Romulus 2. And then I think him and Dan Trachtenberg are planning out how the rest of this stuff is going to work.
What I'm curious about in that is Romulus was clearly rated R.
Yeah.
Badlands was clearly PG-13. It's a very big difference between the level of violence, blood, and guts, and so on and so forth. And even Alien Earth is a very violent and bloody show. What's the tone going to be going forward?
I think they stick with the R rating. I understand the PG-13 thing. If they do a straight up like AVP where there's no humans involved, it's just synths, Predator, aliens, and maybe other aliens, because they've been teasing other aliens within this world. I would like them to start incorporating more aliens and building it
Those
out.
aliens,
If they just go straight like that, they can go PG-13 because everybody can get ripped apart. Green
right?
blood.
Green
There you
blood
go.
solves everything, right?
Yes.
It
As long
really
as
does.
you're
From
good to go.
Saturday morning cartoons, like we talked about to now, green
Yeah.
blood, purple blood, the oil, you know what I mean? It solves
Yeah.
everything.
Black one
Yeah. So
solves everything.
yeah, I really do hope that they do go the rated R route because I think that that's the best way to do this specific franchise. I think that they
Yeah.
can do it, but like, why though? With the aliens in Alien Earth, those are not PG-13 aliens.